This one in the air, center field. Junior under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
1-0.
May comes set.
Ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's in there. And the count is 3-1. This to third. Tosses across the first. And quickly one away in the second. Bryce Harper to the plate. The first overall pick back in 2010. That one not close. Ball one. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
All over that one right there. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Mookie Betts in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
That one misses. 3-1. On the corner for a strike.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball four, two aboard. 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Manny Ramirez. First pitch just misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Right through there for a strike. Harper, the lead runner at second. Betts at first. One gone.
That's a ball.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive and run.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Grounded out his first time. That's down and in. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Tied up here in the early going. And that is out of play.
Ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Lined into right, and that gets down for a base hit. Byers to the plate, and he's out.
Yes, you're out.
Butt down, and that ends the inning. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 2-1. Here's Yelich at the dish. Check swing, and he held up.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Just missed. Donaldson. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And that one fouled off. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away. 1 out, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now maybe extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. Right-handed reliever. And now the count is even.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering upstairs. Check swing, called strike. And that's in the dirt.
Count.
And that one hammered. Griffey drop step, ranges back. Long gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1. Jones now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Triple digits on that last pitch. 2 down, bases empty. Next is switch hitting first baseman Lance Berkman.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. 4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. And bottom of the inning, here's Ketel Marte. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Marte starting up the middle at second, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
May delivers. Checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Kyle Tucker.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Marte around second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, third baseman.
So
Ray.
runners at the corners, nobody
Bryant.
out. Here is Chris Bryant. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Marte at third. Tucker on at first with nobody out.
Ball low.
Ball one low. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the
2-2's
gun.
the count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 on with 1 out. And now Christian Yelich. And first offering is fouled off.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation.
That's
This
the ball.
feels like
That's
their
inside.
chance.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the last half of the third. Next
Right, two.
offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that one
Ball.
missing low. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Inside,
That's a
just
ball.
missed. Runners are at the corners,
You got a full
1
count.
away. Lined, and that's a base hit. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2. Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate. Just
Ball,
missed.
outside.
Slap the other way, foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Just
That's
off
it.
the inside edge. And they're all
Ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your
Well,
base.
he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw
That's
it
a ball.
deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went
1
the
and
other
0.
way for the knock.
Strike
Yeah.
1.
But I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Rolling. Slings to second. To Berkman in time. That's an inning ending. On to the 4th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. There's a strike.
2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go
That's a
away,
ball.
he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Varitek stands in now and watches strike 1. Cut on and missed at 101. And it's
0-2.
0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. In the
1
dirt,
ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Fouled off left side. To third, Bryant. Zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Next pitch
Ball,
is
that's
downstairs. And that's
Ball
outside. Next offering is in for a strike. stays alive. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Simmons
Ball,
at the plate and takes high there. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Second baseman.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Out to center. Correa on his way over. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And we're back.
Leading
ready now for the
Sacramento,
5th inning. Now it's
right
Christian
fielder,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich. Now pitching. Tanner Scott.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 30.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Raines.
Tim Raines digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him swinging. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Marte puts it away, and there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Ken Griffey Jr. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Kyle Tucker. Raleigh Fingers on the pitch here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Raines makes the play,
Now
and there's 1
the
down.
third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Bryant.
Up the middle. Albies over to first in time. Bryant out on the play.
Now batting.
And now
the
it's
right
Christian
fielder,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Tied him up inside with that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Line drive. Albies tosses to first, and that is the end. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the DH, Chipper Jones. No swing. Jones measures 6 feet 4 inches. 28 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And gone. So he blasts one out the other way. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3. Berkman in the box again. Takes a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That's a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying.
Bryant. Here's Marte for one. A double play on the first batter he faces in relief. Jason Varitek getting ready to hit.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning. And the batter now, Scott Rowland. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Griffey on his horse. Makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
Raleigh back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0. That missed. That's a ball. 2-0.
And that's in there at the knees.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Betts. First pitch swinging.
It's 0-1. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1-2 is the count.
Fans another. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Christian Yelich. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. And there's a foul ball.
Down, ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Dive in, makes the grab. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Stretches out and hauls it in. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again.
Now pitching.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tanner Scott. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. There's the strike.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Junior gets it back in quickly, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even 1-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone. 1-0. Ramirez over at second, 1 down. Now one missed.
2-0 to count.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
2-2.
That's a little bit low.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one the other way. He boots it. So bases loaded with 1 away. Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Breaking ball inside. 2-0. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late that time, it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Grounder might be 2. The underhand flip. There's one to Berkman in time. That's an inning-ending double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. For the top of the 8th, here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Just
no,
missed.
That's out.
Now pitching, Mason Miller.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Chipper Jones, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Jones.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And strike 2.
1-2.
To the right side. Sneaks through, base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lance.
So digging
Berkman.
in, Lance Berkman. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Griffey drop step, ranges back. That one is gone. A soaring shot to center. And they add to their lead. It's 8-3. Now Correa up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Got him. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Spoils it. 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Christian Yelich. Now on the bump, Gregory Soto.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's out to center field. Griffey gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken
This is a true
Griffey
five-tool guy. Not very many
Jr.
of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here comes Bryce Harper. First and second, 2 outs. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Way
1-0.
outside, and that's ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Absolutely hammered it to left center. Back in Anaheim, top of the second, and now Matt Gorski. Anderson back to work. Chases the changeup in the dirt.
0-1.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Anderson ready to work. In the air out towards right center. Adele makes the play. 1 down. Back here at Angel Stadium, and the batter now, Matt Gorski. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside.
Ball high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one is absolutely belted.
Go.
And that is gone. Back at T-Mobile Park, and now the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rodriguez hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. Center field. Rodriguez under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And takes low for ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Runner on the go. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it, drops into the glove, and that's the third out. And next is the designated hitter, Agustin Ramirez. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Just
no, that
missed.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Drilled out towards left center field. Mastrobuoni sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. Gilbert back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. Go ahead run on base. Agustin Ramirez now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And another ball.
2-0.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That's out number 2. And up next for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. That one ripped, but foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The tying run at the plate. Hammered on the line, base hit. Coming home. Relay throw. He'll score easily. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure, right?
Back at T-Mobile Park, new inning getting started. Leading off, Agustin Ramirez. Gilbert back to work.
No, that missed.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. And that ball is out of here. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Smith brings it in. 1 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
Pittsburgh, the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
In the air, center field, Pages. Under it. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz. High fly ball down the left field line. Conforto on the run towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Off the batter's eye and gone. First and second, no outs. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Falter back to work. Hernandez with a high fly ball deep to left. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. Wyatt Langford will hit next. And ball one.
Counts 1-0.
That one drilled left field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Back here in the desert, this is Corbin Carroll. First pitch misses.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does.
Nice grab. Corbin Carroll digs in now.
The right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
On the ground to first, and foul ball. Bouncer to second. Loud. That ends the inning. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, not close.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that one fouled off. One out, bases empty. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Morel grabs it on the run. Runner at first with 2 away. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Runner takes off, and a ground ball to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Just elite level speed on display.
Bottom of the first, this is Corbin Carroll. That one ripped. That's back there. Out of here. A gigantic blast. So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. He's already homered in this game. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, nice stop at first. Throws from his knees. There's one. To first, not in time. Great. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
For the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Biggie back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these D-backs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. You just can't average 2 runs.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that ball is gone. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Chop to third, and that's just foul. Out to short, Allen. Handles, throws to first. Eugenio Suarez. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Harris sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's the American Giants taking on the Legends. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to go here. Here's the left fielder, Tim Raines.
The left fielder, Tim Raines.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That catches the corner.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can't it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
With Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. Ken Griffey Jr., batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Liner saved at first. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Chipper Jones. That one fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Johnny Cueto. How about a scouting report on him?
When he's on, Boo, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically He doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr., third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First pitch just misses. Just missed. Ramirez at second with nobody out. Tapped softly on the ground. Albies over to first in time. And Witt is out. Now Chipper Jones. Ball one there.
No strikes.
And another ball. Runner on at third. One gone. Outside. And now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And hitters count.
And there's a strike. And that one ripped into right. And foul ball. One away with a runner at third. And ball four, two aboard.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Christian Yelich, the next to hit, takes high for ball one.
Nope.
Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive.
Up the middle. To second, that's one. To Berkman, in time, that's an inning-ending double play. Top of the second, and now it's going to be Lance Berkman. Skeens back to work. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
Strike three. Skeens sends her packing. Here's Carlos Correa. Tap foul at the plate. Correa in his 10th season batting sixth in today's lineup, and he was born in Puerto Rico. One down, base is empty, and that just misses.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two outs, base is empty. And here is Jason Varitek.
Jason Varitek.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Two outs, base is empty. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is downstairs. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Denver, bottom half of inning number 2. And now David Ortiz. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. That's to third. Rolling. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Whips it to first. And that is that. Top half of the third inning. Here's the third baseman,
Leading off
Scott
for
Rowland.
Sacramento, the third baseman, number 27.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Griffey on his horse. And there's one down. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. And that one clips the corner. One out, base is empty. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
two strikes.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Now a jump throw. Pretty nice play there. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the wall.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Just missed.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Runner at second, two down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that skips in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, here's the catcher, Ted Simmons.
Ted Simmons.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one.
Ball.
This one lifted in the air, left field. One up, one down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. In there at the knees, 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and there's 2 away. And now Bobby Witt Jr. What a stop to first. What a play. Inning over. Start of the fourth, and now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 2-0. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the American Giants taking on the Legends. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tim Raines. And that's outside. And we're underway. This one in the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Batting third, the
two down, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. the next to hit. Just missed. Sale, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. That's in there, and the count 1-1. On the ground, right side, Merrifield throws to first in time. That's the third out. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. That one hit to right. Yelich on the move. And out number one on the grab. Now here is Gil Hodges. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Just missed.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
2-1 now. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right. And this guy's an exception. The high heat, too much on that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Foul ball. And now 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now the DH, Chipper Jones. And that one sliced foul. Chipper swings and connects deep to left field. Soto moving back for it. And it is out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 1-0 at the plate. Lance Berkman. Little chopper rolls foul. And now the 0-1.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And here comes Carlos Correa. Just missed. The other way.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
In the dirt, but kept close. Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Batting 8, the third baseman,
Scott Rowland now at the plate. And that's outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Soto really on his horse for it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Here's Yelich at the dish. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Ball strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swung on, popped up left side.